Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, July 6th. And you can see yesterday, this was our big hope to get some showers with these afternoon development. And some areas got some rain, some areas got some very heavy rain. We'll show you that in just a moment. But as these clouds continue to develop through the afternoon, they really didn't produce anything right here in mid-Michigan. The best chances yesterday were as you went further and further off to the east. As far as temperatures concerned, we're going to certainly be quite a bit cooler here the next few days. Highs today only in the upper 70s. I think we'll get into the low 80s for tomorrow and then into the upper 80s for Sunday, although the National Weather Service forecast is about 2, 3, 4 degrees cooler than these. But I think with this dry air in place, our high temperatures will exceed the forecasted models. And then we may touch 90, 91 degrees on Monday. That's a little iffy right now. If we look at yesterday, another 90-degree day, 90.6 here in Breckenridge with a low of 74.4. It's a very warm day. The state high yesterday, 96 degrees at Detroit. The lowest temperature, 59 at Copper Harbor. And if we look at the radar, you can see here in London, Ontario, boy, did they get it yesterday. And the radar really shows that storm blew right up over top of them and gave them some very heavy rain. In fact, they picked up 2.52 inches of rain in just a hair over an hour. So you can see the scene right there in the London area. Very heavy rains occurred yesterday afternoon. As far as those 90-degree days and the heat that we've accumulated, you can see Jasper now up to 11 days above 90 degrees. And say we're early in July, so we still got a long ways to go. And I think we'll see temperatures above normal. We'll cool down a little bit here over the weekend. But we see warmer than normal conditions continuing at least into the mid-month period. We're looking at the chance that we could see a little bit cooler second half of the summer. That's a little bit iffy right now. The models keep extending that warm conditions out a little further. So it looks like the next couple of weeks continue to be above average, and we'll see probably a few more 90-degree days for sure. As far as growing degrees, you can see what that's done with the growing degree days. This year, much warmer, considerably warmer than last year and warmer than the year before. And you can get a better idea of how that is when you look at the individual locations. You can see in the blue is 2018. We are definitely way ahead of the last couple of years as far as growing degree days. So we've had plenty of moisture, plenty of growing degree days. And you can see why we've had several fields around mid-Michigan well over 7, 8 feet tall. So very rapid growth in the corn crop. As far as the longer range, you can see how we've done stacked up to the last 22 years, and it's kind of hard to see right there. I'll change that color here, I think. But you can see we're actually at the top of all the last 22 years we reported here in Breckenridge. We're right in the top spot, or right close to the top of where we were at this date at the other location, or at the other in the other years. Now, one thing that we are concerned about is I think we're going to see the this is in the thumb area. You can see this is abnormally dry. Not a drought yet, but certainly heading that way. And I think when the next index comes out next Wednesday and the maps are updated on Friday, you're going to see, I think, drought conditions start beginning to show up across much of the mid-Michigan area and to the north where it's been dry. As far as temperatures this morning, quite a bit cooler. You can see the low spot, 58 degrees in Newaygo. Very comfortable out there this morning if you had your window open. And as far as dew points, 47 the dew point right now at Lakeview. Lots of low 50s, so a much more comfortable air mass. And you can see Marlette Station, their weather computer itself is down, so hopefully we'll get that up here shortly after 8 o'clock this morning. On the satellite view, you can see how those storms over the last 12 hours at the very beginning of this loop, how they blew up right across the southwest Ontario, London area. You can see that really dropped a lot of rain. That activity now slowly continuing to sink off to the south and move to the east. And we're going to be dominated by high pressure system right over the next 7 days as it looks right now. As far as the weather map for tomorrow morning, that high pressure system will be setting right over the southern Great Lakes. And again, only very slowly moving off to the east, but it'll hold its own. And again, I don't expect we'll see any precipitation to maybe next Thursday at the earliest. We do see a backdoor cold front coming down from the northeast to the southwest here as we get into early next week, but all that'll do is just reinforce the drier air, the lower dew point humidities, and that's going to continue to increase that fire danger across much of the Great Lakes as we get over the weekend into next week. As far as precipitation, this precipitation was on the forecast models for very early this morning, and again, it's moved off to the east, so we expect no precipitation over the next 7 days as high pressure will be in control. As far as weather watch this morning, you can see the area of fire danger off to the north, and that'll likely spread, I think, into portions of mid-Michigan, eastern areas later on here as we go through the next several days. And as far as the forecast, as Willie Nelson would say, nothing but blue skies from now on. Well, at least for the next 5 days anyways. Looks like nearly full sunshine, cooler, comfortable air mass in place for the next couple of days. Highs in the upper 70s today, around 80 to the low 80s on Saturday. And then we'll jump into the upper 80s, I think, as we get into Sunday, maybe close to 90 on Monday. And as that backdoor cool front comes through, we'll drop just a couple of degrees into the mid 80s on Tuesday. Again, low humidities and dew points. The stickiest day should be Monday afternoon when we may see it become a little bit on the humid side, but again, that won't last. And then even in the next week beyond that, looks like more sunshine for Wednesday, maybe a chance as we get towards next Thursday. As a cold front comes into the area, we may see some thunderstorms, but that's pretty iffy right now. So again, lots of sunshine, comfortable, a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.